Before we round, we always need to remind ourselves what place value we're looking at. So whether we're rounding by tens, 100s, or thousands, we have to remember what part of the number is that place value. So as we see, if we look at this number, 3,469, our 3 is in the thousands place. Our 4, just after the comma, is in the hundreds place. Our 6 is in the tens place, and our 9 is in the ones place. Another thing to keep in mind is the strategy of the rounding hill. You've probably heard this in previous grade levels, but 4 or less, let it rest. 5 or more, raise the score. So just as you see 5 going down, you would go to the next tens place, or hundreds place, or thousands place. But if you're 4 or less, you're going to go back down, and it stays the same. When you're rounding to the nearest 10, the very first thing you have to do is find the tens place. So with these 4 numbers, we're going to find the tens place so we can better round. So with 27, we have 20. That's in the tens place. 84, 80 is in the tens place. 353, the 50 is in the tens place. And 4,736, the 30 is in the tens place. So notice how the tens place ended up in different spots for some of these numbers. In some, they were the first number we saw to the left. In others, they were inside the number or actually closer to the right. It all depends on where the tens place is. The next thing you're going to do is draw an arrow to the number directly to the right. That number is going to tell you what to do with your rounding. So remember when I showed you the rounding hill, we said 4 or less, let it rest. 5 or more, raise the score. So we're going to take 27. 7 is 5 or more, raise the score. So that becomes 30 because my tens place went up because 7 is 5 or more to raise the score. With 84, again, my 4 here is going to tell me what to do. 4 or less, let it rest. So that means I'm going to go down and I'm going to keep the same number in the tens place. So an 84 rounds down to 80. Same thing with 353. The 3 is going to tell me what to do when I'm rounding. 4 or less, let it rest. So the 3 is telling me to go down because it's less than 4. And that means the 3 and the 5 stay the same. And then this becomes a 0 because I went down from 353 to 350. And then finally, with 4,736, the 6 is going to tell me to go up. 5 or more, raise the score. So in that case, my tens place is going to go up. My 4 and my 7 stay the same. Now my tens place, as I said, goes up. So this becomes a 4, and directly after it, it becomes a 0.